Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin.
Guys Hill residents on edge as fires continue. Man killed, 4 injured in St. Mary crash. And later in sports, Jamaica ends 4th in Pan American Lacrosse Championships.
Thank you for joining us. Now the details. A man is dead and 4 other people, including 2 children, were injured in a crash along the Tower Almin Road in St. Mary on Sunday night. Police say the crash happened around 9 o'clock when a Toyota Probox traveling from Ocho Rios collided with a Honda CR-V heading in the opposite direction. 1 man died at the scene while the 4 injured persons were taken to hospital for treatment. The 2 children are in critical condition while the other 2 remain stable. A unit from the Ocho Rios Fire Department responded and helped to remove the injured occupants from the vehicles.
Everybody talking about the road. There's nothing wrong with the road. It's the driver them on the road at speed. You see what I say?
Yeah.
At speed kill people, you know? And that's why it come down. You see what I say? Mm-hmm. The road, they want more caution on the road with the people who are driving the car them now, friend. So much things are going on. Last week, Saturday, somebody dead out the target. Last week, right at Era 2, past Era 2. Yeah. Somebody crashed and dead right there. And then tonight again. All right, man, that's how you go. Respect, you know? Just be safe.
Police have not yet identified the deceased. Residents in Guys Hill, St. Catherine are raising serious concerns following a series of fires in the area on Saturday. They fear for their lives and property, with some suspecting arson.
The area known as a Devil's Race Course was among the locations affected by the fires on Saturday. Residents say the latest incidents are part of a growing problem that has been troubling the community for the past several weeks, with bushfires reportedly being seen in the area on multiple occasions.
It's when we look over the other side, for the Yam Field, Lucy Field, piece of Bondong, then light one fire there, so, and then left one they go on the yellow Yam Field, and then light one other fire there, so, and then light three other fire around a Taylor, one other guy named Taylor, Yam Field. And then left one go over the other side and light one bamboo root, and then like one next bamboo root and light one banana root, and then left one go light one next big bamboo root up underneath for the house. And that one nearly burned down the house.
The fires have sparked concern among residents who fear that a blaze could quickly spread to homes and other properties, particularly during dry conditions. Residents are now calling for urgent action and are appealing to the authorities to determine whether the fires were deliberately set.
What I'm fearful for now is the stone from the hillside that are going to roll down because the fire is loose now. So when the big stone roll down now, it can hurt and it can kill people. So that is my biggest problem with the fire. And also, there are persons who are farming, who does their farming and they have cow, they have goat, and remember that the animals cannot speak. So they will stay down there and burn up. And plus we have light wire which run. So we know fire can engulf the light wire, and that is a problem for residents who have their house.
For residents, the issue is not only about the damage already caused, but also the possibility of another fire breaking out. They want a thorough investigation into the series of incidents and are urging authorities to identify whoever may be responsible.
This fire is a thing that takes place every year, and there is no solution to the problem.
As residents remain on edge, they are hoping for swift intervention to bring an end to the recurring fires and ensure the safety of lives and property in Guys Hill. Authorities are being urged to investigate the circumstances surrounding Saturday's fires and determine whether arson played a role. Aaliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
Preliminary results from Sunday's internal election show Mayor Donovan Mitchell securing 207 votes, more than double the 98 votes received by his opponent, Mario Mitchell. Donovan Donovan Mitchell, the People's National Party PNP councillor for the Royal Flat Division, previously represented the party in central Manchester in last year's general election. He was defeated by Jamaica Labour Party candidate Rhoda Crawford. Following his victory, Mr. Mitchell called for unity within Region 5, saying the focus must now turn to strengthening the party's constituencies and divisions.
We cannot be divided. We must go into any elections we have in unity and love. I'm not a man of war. I'm a man of peace. And so, comrades, as we move forward into the next year and the year after and the year after, we are moving as one PNP.
Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Catherine, Denise Dailey, has been returned as chairman of the People's National Party's Region 4. Region 4 covers the parishes of St. Catherine and Clarendon. Her return comes as the PNP continues to strengthen its regional structures ahead of its next major political engagements.
To continue to work, because it is not easy. We have Clarendon and St. Catherine, which comprise of 17 members of parliament and 63 councillors. So it's really, really a region. It is the largest region, and it is a region that we have to pay very careful attention to.
Water Minister Matthew Samuda is signaling a possible rethink of how rural water systems are funded and maintained. Mr. Samuda says communities could eventually help cover infrastructure maintenance costs, while the water itself will remain free. Anthony Atkinson reports.
Water Minister Matthew Samuda is opening the door to a new conversation about how Jamaica pays to maintain its rural water systems. Speaking in St. James recently, Mr. Samuda said the government is considering a model where residents would not pay for the water itself, but could eventually contribute to the cost of maintaining the infrastructure that delivers it.
Have to form a compact with rural Jamaicans that will say, yes, the water is indeed free, as the mayor said, but the infrastructure is not. Now, whereas we are not asking you to pay for the water, we will have to have a discussion as a society around the cost of maintenance of those systems, Mayor. And I think when we analyze what that cost is per community, there perhaps should be a single charge for the year that deals with the maintenance replenishment fund for the municipalities to be able to manage these systems.
The minister says Jamaica's rural water systems have outgrown the infrastructure built to serve them, while damage from Hurricane Melissa has further exposed the scale of the challenge.
Well, that's something that we're doing the analysis on. We're doing the social studies. We're doing polls to see how people feel about the particular issues, which parts of it they think they should be paying for, which parts they shouldn't.
Meanwhile, Mr. Samuda says water investments are being made across the country, with every constituency having a water-related project in some form. But while no final payment model has been announced, the minister says the government is now studying how rural communities could help sustain the systems once the water is delivered.
I want to assure all residents that the way the water is free, the water also has no color. So, we are making the investments regardless of the color of representation in any constituency. And I've heard in other spaces assertions to the contrary, but I know my colleague and friend MP Birchall will tell them nothing of us. Because we are investing in every parish. Every single constituency has a project, whether it is mentioned in Parliament or not.
Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.